bluesy with the five-five. Blackfoot bluesy with the five-five. Blackfoot bluesy with the five-five.
Hello and welcome to In-Depth, a presentation of ACTV. I'm your host, Dave Rinaldo, and here in the studio today we have members of Allegation, Corey Rieger and Sean Donaldson. And, well, gentlemen, the first question I guess I have for you is, what is Allegation?
Well, Allegation is Allegheny's first student-run contemporary a cappella group. We're a singing group, and we basically do contemporary music without any instruments. So essentially we try and do our best rendition of popular music with just our voices.
Without musical accompaniment then. I know that a lot of a cappella music has become a little bit more well-known. There's the group Rockapella, used to be on the Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, and they have the Folgers commercial.
Correct.
So what specific types of pieces do you perform? Could you give us some examples of them? Or?
Yes.
Yes, we could.
We do, mainly for performance sake, we do the Star Spangled Banner and Allegheny's alma mater. For fun music, we have quite a few things. We're doing Torn by Natalie Imbruglia. We're doing
We Belong by Pat Benatar.
Love the One You're With by Stephen Stills.
Right. And that's it. No,
That's your
there's lots
repertoire.
more.
There's lots more. With or Without You by U2 we're working on.
Okay. So is it more difficult to find arrangements for a cappella music than, say, a regular chorus where you'd have traditional?
It's definitely a lot harder to find it if you're just a beginner looking for it. But there's a lot of different places that we have that we can go to find arrangements. But what a lot of college a cappella groups do is they do their own arrangements.
Oh, do you do your own arrangements?
Yes, I have done a number of arrangements so far.
Okay.
And I'm sure I will continue to arrange for Allegation. It's been a lot of fun.
All right. Now, you said it's Allegheny's first student group. When was it founded?
It was founded in 1997,
Right.
fall semester.
It's a fairly new group on campus then, isn't it?
This is our third year in running.
Okay. Still original members of the group in there, or?
There are two of us from the original group, myself and Addie Twig. We're in the group that fall semester, and yes, that's it from the founding group.
What a strange trip, I guess it's been. What sort of performances do you do? Just regular renditions, like the Night of Allegation in Ford Chapel, or what sort of venues do you play, I guess would be the better question.
Well, we do a lot of, we try and have our own big performance each semester.
Yeah. Usually Christmas and a spring concert as well.
Does the Allegheny community have you perform for other ceremonies like, I don't know, sort of Spring Fest or something for fall break?
Actually, yeah, we are going to be, well, we have lined up for this year. We're going to be singing at Family Weekend, and we're going to be singing at the opening of Make a Difference Day. And also in the past, we've done things like Hanging of the Greens and just different functions around campus.
Okay, well, I just have one question. What is probably your favorite piece that you guys perform? Or you can each have an individual, or?
You go first.
Right now, I think my favorite one would be the Love the One You're With piece by Stephen Stills, just because it comes from the 70s, and it's very upbeat, not like many of the 90s tunes nowadays, where it's just ballads.
Let's see, I'd have to say my favorite from the past was Sweet Surrender by Sarah McLachlan, because that was one of my first arrangements that I was happy with that we did in performance.
All right, I believe we're going to be going to a video package of Allegation, and we get to see a little bit of what they do when they practice and all kinds of fun stuff like that.
Allegation. I guess it's the college's only contemporary a cappella group, I believe. Yes, no one told me I was wrong, so I guess that's right.
Allegheny under on the hill. Through all the years our hearts are turning still. In love to thee and so dum-ba-dum-dum-dum. Oh, alma mater beatissima. Born whence the sun so soft on mold and vine. Nowhere in all the world can equal thine. Again we flame our swords, dum-ba-dum-dum-dum. Oh, alma mater beatissima.
Allegations, we sing a lot of contemporary stuff, also some traditional a cappella music, but our personal favorite, are 80s music.
Practice for 6 hours a week, plus we do performances. It's between either the altos and the tenors or the altos and the sopranos, but somewhere we can't get that right.
Alma mater beatissima.
All right.
Okay, same one. So we always tell you at the end of the first verse, cut off.
Yeah. Right before the break, third from last bar, if we could hold the second half of that movement, that last note for soprano, tenor, bass. Just kind of hold fermata.
I really like singing and I enjoy music and all that kind of stuff, so I found out they were having auditions and I knew some people in it, and I figured I'd give it a try and got in, and I actually enjoy it. Have ever since.
I find it's a lot more relaxed to the musical atmosphere, and that we perform a lot of the songs that we want to do. We have the opportunity to do improv and a lot of just make up the stuff as we go along, and so it's really a creative outlet for us.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free? Land of the free. And the home of the brave. And the brave. And the home of the brave.
And we're back. That was Allegation in Action here on In Depth on ACTV. I'm your host, Dave Rinaldo. We've been joined in the studio by Addie Twigg, one of the original members of the Allegation troupe. How did you first become interested in joining an a cappella group?
I don't remember exactly how I heard about it, but my brother went here and he was involved in choir, so he knew Jill and Doug who started it. And I think I must have heard from him about auditions, and I thought it sounded fun, so I auditioned, and they had us sight read some, and they told us to be creative, and they had us sing Twinkle Twinkle Little Star a cappella, and they told us to spice it up, and I don't think I did anything that spectacular, but I think that was about it. It was a pretty simple audition, but I remember being really nervous, but it was okay because I.
Now, are there a lot of things you have to do with your voice in an a cappella setting that is different than like in a choral setting or in a choir?
I think you have to learn to be able to make sounds like what would a guitar sound like, but you have to be careful not to use your voice the wrong way because you can harm your voice. So I think probably one of the most difficult things is making it sound like the instrument you're trying to portray without making it too harsh and hurting your voice.
Okay, now I was reading up and I heard that you're a member of a national a cappella group, or what's that all about?
CASA is a Contemporary A Cappella Society of America, and they're not an a cappella group, but they're a society that brings all the groups together, and through our membership with CASA on the internet, we can receive, I think it's like $30 a year or something like that, and you can receive arrangements, and you get a certain number of arrangements, and you can get your webpage, a link to your webpage on their site, and connections with other groups.
And I also know that Allegation has a CD out, which is of course very exciting. I got my copy. Can you care to tell us about that?
Allegation's first CD, Without Proof. We cut the CD last spring. There are 14 songs on it. We cut it in Pittsburgh at a place called Audiomation, and I think we spent 15 hours plus in the studio. So it was rough, but we also had a lot of fun. We really did have a lot of fun doing it, and we have songs that we've been doing ever since the fall of '97, whenever the group started. We have songs from then and from spring semester last year. So I mean, we have old stuff and new stuff on it. It's a pretty good mix.
Any plans in the work for a follow-up CD, or you gonna wait a little while for that one?
We're hoping. We're just not sure. It depends on how sales go with this one, and other factors like money. Like it costs a lot to make a CD, so we'll see.
How is the reaction from Allegation, or how is the reaction of students on campus to Allegation? You getting like big crowds, excited fans? What's
Well, whenever we first formed in the fall of '97, we did a lot of gigs at Westbury United Methodist home, which, I mean, it was fun, but we were hoping to spread more to the college community and also out into Meadville, which we ended up doing. But at first it was really hard because no one really knew who we were. Like, our friends knew who we were, but no one else did. So we started out really small, and then eventually last year, we went to New York and for a 4-day trip, and we got out into the community more. And so now that people know who we are, we get a lot more invitations. And we went to Pittsburgh for an invitational, and we've had other invitations. We just haven't always had the opportunity to go. So we've gotten our name out now, so hopefully people know who we are.
That sounds wonderful there. Do you know when the next performance that Allegation is going to be doing is going to be scheduled for?
I believe the next performance is Make a Difference Day. We're doing the invocation for Make a Difference Day, and I think we're going to do 4 or 5 songs that morning at 8 o'clock in the morning. 8 o'clock, 8 a.m. But yeah, I believe that's the next performance. So.
Oh, that sounds absolutely wonderful. Well, I know I'm going to be there. I don't know about the rest of you, but thank you, Addie, and for coming in, and Sean and Corey for coming in earlier. And you've been watching In Depth, a product of ACTV, and we'll see you next time.
Blackfoot bluesy with the fly-fly. Blackfoot bluesy with the fly-fly. Blackfoot bluesy with the fly-fly. Fly-eye, fly-eye, fly-eye.